What's good? I'm back again with another reaction. This video, we're gonna be getting into a video which is crazy, brother's reaction. He was such a vicious and heartless dealer. They named him the I ain't even gonna say the last two, you know what I'm saying? Y'all could go ahead and read it for yourself. But anyways, that's crazy. Shout out to Warren Kelly, bro. I haven't done a video of his in a while, so shout out to Warren Kelly. Original video link in the description, like always. Watch to the end, like, comment, subscribe, and if you don't, I still appreciate y'all for clicking on this video and messing with your boy. Leave a like though, you know what I mean? Anyways, go ahead and get your ready, start sparking it up. You know what I'm saying? You gotta like light it and just feel like a little violin to evenly burn. Start taking your pup, bro. Let's get out and start reacting to this video.
Welcome back
Let's
to another episode of Warren Cali. In this episode, I will detail a crime syndicate and how a murder brought them down.
Right, okay.
California, from the beginning of time, has been a part of many drug pipelines. The selling of drugs
Oh
took
yeah,
over
of
many
course.
American cities and
Mex
states by the
is
80s.
like right there.
And with drugs becoming a major factor by the 80s, many drug crews, gangs, and teams began to form. And many took over streets and cities all over America. And that contributed.
Man, bro, if y'all look at these cars back here, this is when cars are great. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. This is where you can buy a house and get some land, not some bunched up ass French style houses. This is when cars are great. Actually made of metal, not sheet metal.
To many deaths and a host of violence plaguing America. Many drug dealers have humble beginnings, and that's the reason they started selling drugs, was the poverty they faced.
True.
Many young kids who became dealers come from severe poverty, hard situations, and bad environments, even having some family in the streets, and some being addicted to drugs themselves. So facing these type of situations, they tried to make a best of what they had. And fast money in the streets will help fund lives they only
like
dreamed
always.
of. And that leads us to the story of Marcus ATN, also known on the streets as Hitler.
Damn.
Marcus grew up in a tough environment in Louisiana. Despite his mother's best efforts.
Oh, Louisiana? He went to... Yeah, bro. Dude's a menace.
Him and his siblings were raised in poverty. His father was a drug addict, and much of his income went to support his addiction. By the time he was a teen, Marcus was in the streets carving out a life full of crime. By 2009, Marcus had several years in the streets and was well known in building his own crew. The police would later say what he had going on was a crime syndicate with several people attached to it. The police labeled his crime crew the ATN Enterprise. Members of the ATN Enterprise engaged in criminal activity, including dogfighting rings, narcotics distribution.
Hey, you don't be hearing about that anymore. The dogfights and all that. I used to hear about them all the time, but I haven't heard of that in a while.
Robbery, extortion, collection of extensions of credit, murder for hire, murder, money laundering, illegal firearm possession, and obstruction of justice. Other members of the ATN Enterprise carried out different roles, including purchasing marijuana, packaging marijuana, shipping marijuana, transporting marijuana, selling marijuana, and traveling for enterprise, and committing acts of violence for the enterprise. That ATN Enterprise was based in Louisiana, but also had other members in other states, some being in California, and Texas, and elsewhere. Even though Marcus originally started in Louisiana, he expanded and had associates tied in Texas and California. Marcus had a right-hand man named Mario.
They always branch out, you know what I'm saying? They always start hopping the other, try to... I get it.
Mario, who was connected
to spread out, you know what I'm saying?
And according to the FBI, the pair engaged in narcotics distribution, assault, robbery, extortion, collection of extensions of credit, murder for hire, murder, money laundering, illegal firearm possession, gambling on dogfighting, obstruction of justice, and several other crimes. The FBI reported the dogs were seriously injured and some were killed. Marcus and Mario had a wide range of criminal activities they were involved in at the time. The group bought weed in California and used the United States Postal Service to ship the drugs to Louisiana and Texas. Mario received packages containing between 1 and
that's savage, bro.
10 pounds of weed every month or two. Both Marcus and Mario used the proceeds from the narcotics business to purchase additional drugs in California. The duo also conducted financial transactions intended to conceal their narcotics distribution. Marcus had many associates, and many in Oakland, like Trent's. Trent's worked under Marcus and Mario, but that will all go bad in 2016.
Who's Trent's?
Marcus ordered the murder of Trent's because Marcus believed that Trent's had stolen money and weed from the enterprise. Marcus offered Mario $5,000 to murder Trent's, and Mario accepted. Mario then
5,000 only? Only 5 bands, bro, for risking your... Well, back then 5 bands was a lot, but still, that was probably like 20 bands back then. But still, that's only 5 bands, bro. That's crazy.
Contacted a third party to complete the murder, being a man named Bert. But on the streets of Oakland, he was known as Moshan.
Okay.
On March 22nd, 2016, Mario set a location to meet Trent near the intersection of 90th Avenue and International Boulevard in East Oakland, where Moshan was waiting. Yeah. The evidence demonstrated that once Mario arrived, Moshan approached Trent from behind and shot him 9 times. Trent was pronounced dead later that night. A week later, Mario sent a $1,200 wire transfer to Moshan, who shot Trent, and arrest was given at a later date. Mario acknowledged that he expected to remain in good standing with Marcus and the Enterprise by completing the murder at Marcus' direction. But what Marcus didn't know was the feds were building an indictment against him and his organization since 2013, and a murder for hire was icing on the case. Trent's killing appeared to be a setup, and it was captured on surveillance footage that showed the man standing over and shooting Trent several times after he laid on the pavement, wounded, and that cracked the case. By 2018,
so the downfall of bro was thinking someone else did something that really didn't happen. Instead of investigating, he just decided to jump the gun. And it's why y'all need to do your research first before you jump the gun. Because once you let something go, you can never call that back. And once you make those decisions, you got to stand on it, right or wrong, no matter what it is. The streets is cold. They don't forgive like
Marcus,
that.
Mario, Moshan, and several other associates would be wrapped up in an indictment, even including Marcus' wife, that sprung from years of Marcus' illegal enterprise and also Trent's murder, which only Marcus, Mario, and Moshan faced. Yeah. At trial, Marcus and Mario both admitted to their roles in the drug enterprise, but they both refused to talk about Trent's murder, pleading their innocence. This case will last 2 years, and their fate will be decided in 2020. Both Marcus and Mario on October 13th, 2020, received their time, ordering Marcus to serve 34 years in prison and Mario to serve 32 years in prison. Moshan, who killed Trent, wouldn't be sentenced to 2023, and he would receive a life sentence.
Plus 78 months, right?
This will
That's crazy. Damn, bro. But anyways, if y'all made it to the end, I appreciate y'all. Like, comment, subscribe like always. RP to anyone involved in this video. My condolences to the people affected. You know what I'm saying? Like always. But anyways, that's crazy. Go ahead and check out Warren Kelly. Again, original video, link in the description like always. And with that, gang, I'm going to go ahead and let y'all go. We out.